Hey guys, Coach Anna here. Welcome to our February nutrition talk, Beginner's Guide to Meal Prepping. Yay! Have you ever heard a goal without a plan is just a wish? Odds are not only have you heard this, but you have, in one way or another, experienced this. Here is a nutrition coach confession. I've struggled off and on with my nutrition. And the reason is not that I didn't know what to do, but because I failed to plan. Hi, my name is Coach Anna from CrossFit Upper Keys, and welcome to our nutrition talk, where we're going to discuss 5 easy steps to meal prepping like a pro. Or, in other words, 5 steps to turn that wish into a goal with that right plan. Our nutrition program is backed by Healthy Steps Nutrition, who has helped over 30,000 people all around the world take control of their health. Here are just some of the incredible success stories from our members themselves. For many of those 30,000 of individuals, their journey started with a crucial foundational habit. And you guessed it, that was meal prepping. We know that while this is simple, it is far from easy. But just like these successful people, you will find your foundation one step at a time. Let's circle back to my confession. As I stated, I knew the right foods to eat, but I wasn't always making it easy to make those right choices. Have you ever had a long day at work or just out running errands and the last thing you want to do is figure out what's for dinner? Have you ever gotten home to realize that you didn't remember to defrost that meat to cook, or just skipped out on making veggies to save time and have one less thing to chop up and clean? I've totally been there. This leads to an easy mindset shift of let me just order some food, or I'll just eat this bag of chips or cookies instead. Maybe that snack staring at you in the pantry or that frozen pizza you bought is what you're turning to. But do you really want that in the moment? Is that really the healthiest option? Let's find out. If you've been there, this nutrition talk is going to help you. Meal prepping for success is a must for our health and wellness goals. In fact, a study published in the International Journal of Behavioral Nutrition and Physical Activity back in 2017 found that meal planning is associated with some really great benefits, such as having a higher overall food variety and quality. More specifically, it was associated with lower odds of being overweight and obese for women, and being obese for men. So if that's important, let's dive into these 5 easy steps. Step number 1, pick 3 staple recipes that look good to you. Step 1 requires a little bit of research, but this is the fun part. Imagine if you had planned for and prepped 1 breakfast, 2 meals with a focus on protein, and 1 starchy side dish. Not only would you have some tasty food to look forward to, but it will be easier on those busier days when you just don't have that energy or time to plan out the meal. Front loading some of that work will make your future self very happy. If you aren't sure where to start, check out those amazing recipes on that HSN website or in the rundown that we send you every week. They're already broken down into some categories for you, and let's look at a few of our favorite recipes. We have Amish oatmeal. This one is so easy to make, and it's always a fan favorite. All you have to do is add your favorite nuts, seeds, fruit, or even some milk to enjoy. If you love eggs, try those egg muffins, a great go-to breakfast for those who are rushed in the mornings and a great place to sneakily add in some veggies. Who says you can't enjoy sweets when eating healthy? If you're a fellow chocolate lover, you have to try those double chocolate overnight oats. The yogurt gives a nice, smooth consistency that you don't normally get from regular oatmeal. Next, we want to choose 2 proteins. So let's face it, Protein is always the biggest barrier when it comes to mealtime. Why? Well, it takes the longest to cook. Add a little bit extra time to defrost, and then forget about it. Having proteins already pre-chosen and pre-made will help make it easier to make the right choices. What if healthy options became just as convenient as those processed foods or the fast food places? Try the HSN pulled chicken by throwing it in the crock pot. Or check out those meatloaf muffins for a great, easy lunch or dinner that's packed with that protein and veggies we all need. Lastly, we have that starchy side dish. This tends to be most families' favorite part of the meal. Some of my go-to starches include sweet potatoes, brown rice, quinoa, and whole grain pasta. As you start to pick out those recipes, remember to take inventory of the tools you have. One mistake we often see is not being efficient with your time because you are constantly waiting for one dish to finish before starting the next. For example, if you have one crock pot, you don't pick out two crock pot meals to make. You pick out one crock pot and maybe one oven or stove meal. Imagine if you had the HSN crockpot chicken going, egg muffins or Amish oatmeal in the oven, one dish on the stove like egg roll in a bowl, and overnight oats in the fridge. Not only will you have a full fridge of meals for the week, but you will also have done this at the same time efficiently rather than taking all day to prep. So everything's going, and you just have to adjust things and finish things as needed. Our favorite tools in the kitchen include a large mixing bowl, a crock pot, an air fryer, a muffin tin, and roasting pans. You can even get a combo machine that's an air fryer, Instapot, crock pot all in one if you are short on space or even money. Spending a little bit more money on that can help you save money instead of buying two things or saving that space and having two things on the counter. Step number 2, we're going to plan your staples, snacks, and veggies. Once you have a few of those recipes made, we can then pair those veggie staples for a complete meal. If you're a big fan of roasted broccoli at dinner, or maybe carrots with bell peppers and hummus at lunch, with that meatloaf muffin is a good combination. So you get that protein and you get your veggies. Balanced and healthy snacks are super easy to forget about as we mindlessly grab processed foods from the pantry or what we have lying around. Instead, plan out some fruits like apples or bananas with your favorite nut or seed butter, maybe some grapes with some almonds on the side. Having these options already easy to grab will help you choose more of those healthful food options throughout the day. Have a busy day on the go? Be sure to have snacks ready for that. A few examples are low sugar Greek yogurts, RX bars or perfect bars, turkey jerky with fruit, or deli meat rolled with avocado and bell peppers. We should treat our snacks like mini meals, meaning they should have a balance with carbs, healthy fat, and protein. Step number 3, do an inventory in your pantry and your refrigerator. Have you ever gotten excited about a meal and then realized that you're missing one key ingredient? Or worse, have you ever just gotten home from shopping to find out you forgot that one thing at the store when you were out? This can be so frustrating and cause us to lose our motivation and choose more convenient processed foods. One easy way to avoid this is by doing an inventory of what you have and what you will need for the week using those staples that you've already picked out. Once you have this, create a grocery list. Grocery list is something that's often overlooked, especially if we get into the routine of buying the same things every time. This may lead to overstocking on something that you then end up throwing out, or just having not what you need. Taking the time to plan first before you shop will help you stay focused and ensure that you're buying what you need. A great way to write a list is by writing out your proteins, your veggies, your fruits, and starchy carbs, as well as any miscellaneous things you need to cook with, or those go-to snacks. Step number 4 is go grocery shopping. This seems like an obvious next step, but now we are fully ready to hit the aisle with that list in hand. First pro tip, stick to the list. Second pro tip, don't go shopping while you're hungry. Way too many chip bags and cookies have been bought on an empty stomach. To stay focused on your list, try to stick to the perimeter of the grocery store. This is where you can find lean meats, other whole foods such as fruits, veggies, and dairy. Before you add it into your grocery cart, be sure to take a look at that nutrition label. You'll find a lot of stuff has hidden sugars, hidden fats, oils, things like that. Here's a common mistake: not looking at the label to make an informed choice. Have you ever wondered why certain foods or snacks that have packaging placing in the store and certain health claims? Because there are people that make a whole lot of money creating eye-catching products that encourage you to buy them. This has to do with the colors, the placement, and just every little detail about the product, and we don't even realize it. This gets even worse with the confusing health claims that they may persuade you to add something to your cart. Here's a great example. You see a product that says reduce sugar. At first, this may seem like a healthy choice because it has less sugar. But this claim is just saying that it has 25% less sugar than the original. If this is a strawberry Pop-Tart, the original has 30 grams of sugar per package, meaning the reduced version would only have or would have a total of 23 grams of sugar. So only a reduction of about 7 grams, which overall isn't that much. The recommended amount of sugar per day is about 24 grams for women and no more than 36 grams per day for men. That is nearly a full day's worth of sugar in that reduced sugar Pop-Tart, even though it sounds healthier with the added reduced sugar slogan. So, how do you read a nutrition label? That is such a great question. First, we're going to look at that serving information. All of the following information is based on only one serving. Did you know that a serving of ice cream is only about a half a cup? Yep, not the entire Ben & Jerry's pint. Let's go back to understanding proper portions as step 1. Next, we should look at how many calories are in that one serving. This is going to tell you how much energy you will get from that food because calories just provide our body's energy. They're not good, they're not bad. It is just the form of energy our body uses. Next, we want to look at the details, starting with saturated fat, sodium, and added sugars. Those are the 3 things we want to keep an eye on. We want to find products that are minimally processed, that are lower in all 3. You will also find micronutrients like vitamin D, calcium, iron, and many more. Look at that percent daily value. This is the percentage of the daily value for each nutrient in the food. This will help you understand if a product is good for a certain micronutrient or if it's high in fat or another micronutrient. I will leave you with this last pro tip regarding nutrition labels. When looking at the ingredient list, they are listed in order of abundance. If corn syrup is the first or second ingredient, that is the most abundant ingredient in that item. Step number 5 is everyone's favorite, meal prepping. So we've set you up for success. Now we get to do the nitty gritty. How many times have you gotten all the food, but then it goes bad in the fridge? We've all done this. at some point, maybe more than we'd like to admit. A great pro tip is blocking out time after you shop to prep your meals. Once you get back home, block out an hour to bring everything in and dive right into prepping those meals and snacks. Get the crock pot ready for that pulled chicken, get the oven started, and start rinsing and chopping those fruits and veggies to make them just as convenient as anything processed. Remember this from earlier, timing is everything. You wouldn't plan to make 2 crock pot meals if you only have 1 crock pot, right? So be sure to plan for the foods you can make all simultaneously to become your most efficient. Here is a lovely example. Start your pulled chicken. Takes about 10 minutes of prep time, 4 hours of cooking. Then cut those veggies for the egg muffins and start the oven. Bake those egg muffins, and while they're in the oven, get the stove heating to make that egg roll in a bowl, which takes no more than about 15 minutes. As everything is finishing up their cook times, go back and finish rinsing, chopping, and portioning out those fruits and veggies for the week for those snacks. Be sure to place them front and center in the fridge to remind you and everybody else in the house to reach for those first. If you need any variety throughout your week, find different sauces or seasonings to add as well as different complementing sides to help you feel as though you're eating a variety of foods and flavors throughout the week. For example, if I make pulled chicken in the crock pot on Monday, I may add that to brown rice with broccoli on Tuesday. Or on Tuesday, I'll turn it into a chicken taco or fajita. Wednesday, maybe in a wrap. And Thursday, it may go into a soup or casserole. As you can see here, there is 5 easy ways to use the same ground turkey throughout the week. We want you to feel excited about the foods you're eating, love your food while saving time, reducing waste, and incorporating variety. To learn more tips and tricks for meal prepping, check out episode 16 of the Nutrition Made Simple podcast with our partners, HSN. At this point, you should have a little more excitement for meal prepping and how to do that successfully. With all of the misinformation out there, we know this can feel super overwhelming. To start building your foundation, here are our HSN principles that have helped so many people take control of their health one habit at a time. Our first HSN principle is add more whole foods into your diet. We love the plate method. So start choosing whole food options and less processed foods that are packed with that sodium, fat, and sugar. A simple way to do this is by reshaping your plate with the plate method. Half of your plate should be that non-starching veggies, a quarter of it should be that lean protein, and then the last quarter should be those starchy carbs with mindful, healthy fats. Remember to add those components to that grocery list before heading out to go grocery shopping. HSN principle number 2 is focus on balance. When we say balance, we mean, does every meal and snack you consume throughout the day contain a protein, carb, and fat? Pairing each meal and snack with all 3 of these micronutrients will help you stay fuller much longer. Last but not least, the third principle is limit the amount of added sugar. The American Health Association recommends no more than 6 teaspoons for women and 9 teaspoons for men. The average person consumes over 150 pounds of sugar per year, and that's 46 teaspoons per day. It's not surprising sugar is super addicting and feels almost hidden in every food product you find in a package. Keep reading those nutrition labels and really understanding what you're putting in your body. Now we're just going to answer some of our frequently asked questions that we get through nutrition coaching or online, different things like that. What should I eat around my workout? So fueling around our workouts to gain muscle, lose fat, increase energy, or any other health and fitness goal is super important. We want to aim to have healthy carbs and protein before and after your workout. If you don't put gas in your car, you wouldn't expect it to get you anywhere, would you? Then don't run your body on empty. My favorite pre-workout fuel is an applesauce pouch, maybe an HSN egg muffin, maybe a Fit Aid, a protein shake, something like that. My favorite post-workout fuel is non-fat Greek yogurt with a handful of fruit. Maybe it's blueberries, strawberries mixed in. Gives you that really good fat, really good protein, and really good carb. Second question. I don't love veggies. What do I do? What if I don't like veggies? I've heard this so many times, and maybe you feel this way. I want to challenge you and ask, what if you just haven't found the way that you like to eat them? Roasting your veggies for a nice crunch, rather than mushy veggies, adding good seasoning for flavor that you can be excited for, and even finding new ways to sneak them into recipes or smoothies is an easy way to get those veggies in throughout the day. Where should I start? This is a great question. I want you to start with one thing at a time. Maybe it's something you already have in mind, or maybe it's one of those things that we discussed today, but the best and fastest way to reach your goals is to work one-on-one with a nutrition coach to build an individualized plan just for you. Here's the deal. There is never a perfect time to get started. There is always something that will come in the way. You have to make that commitment to yourself. It is simple, not easy, but we are here to help you. If you are thinking this all sounds great, but I don't know where to start, I really just need someone to help me create a plan that's realistic for me and someone to keep me accountable, we would absolutely love to help you. Here at CrossFit Upper Keys, we focus on a habit-based approach to create an individualized plan just for you. We work together using many tools and resources to build your nutrition foundation to create that sustainable plan. Along with those tools and resources, we know how important support and accountability is when it comes to your long-term goals, which is why we'll be there to help guide you every step of the way, tweak that plan, and make sure you're reaching those goals. Here's some more of our success stories from some awesome people who have gone through our lovely program. And if you're looking to hear more about our program and how it can help change your life, tune into that Nutrition Made Simple podcast. We are so excited to announce that we have relaunched our nutrition coaching and accountability program to help you. We are opening up 5 spots, and here's what it would look like for you to work with one of our coaches. You meet with your coach, create your plan, you check in weekly to keep you accountable, and discuss your progress and tweak your plan. All you got to do is click that link to schedule a free intro so we can learn more about your goals and talk about how we can help you achieve them. We cannot wait to get you started, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for attending our absolutely awesome nutrition talk. Yay. Remember, today we discussed 5 steps to help you meal prep for success. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me, email me, text me, call me. I am here for you guys. I hope you took a lot from this nutrition talk today because so many struggle with meal prep and end up avoiding it as they think they need to eat the same thing every day or spend all day in the kitchen. With these 5 easy steps, you can feel confident and set yourself up for success. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. And if you are looking for any additional help to dive into your nutrition, please reach out and we will get one of our nutrition coaches to meet with you. See you guys next time.